Tim Pool exposes that Kanye West has been faking crazy all this time.
What was that like having him on? Him walking out. He brought Milo and Nick. What was that whole experience?
It was planned.
Yeah. What was it like before the cameras came on?
Smart, articulate, calm, reasonable, asking. He was inquisitive, and then the camera turned on, and it was like he just faked it. We're hanging out with him, and he's talking like this. So, what do you think about Mike Pence? Right? I'm trying to figure out how I win this presidency. What do you think, Tim? You can tell me how do I win the presidency? And I was like, well, I don't have the answers to that. And then we talk a little bit, and he goes, I asked you a question, Tim. You didn't answer me. How do I win the presidency? That's what I'm here to know. And I was like, all right, you want my honest answer? It's not about convincing people to vote for you. It's about ballot harvesting. He goes, ballot harvesting. He's like, well, explain that to me. And I was like, Democrats didn't win because they convince people they're right. They just get people to fill out a vote and then have more votes. And he's like, no. So we're sitting down. So this is like we're walking up the stairs, we're talking, we're sitting down. Calm, reasonable, rational, dude's a genius. Like I think he's putting on performance because he looks up, we have the big screen and we have a news article and he's like, yeah, Milo, what's up with this? Mike Pence, he's like a traitor to Trump or something like that. And then Milo explains and he's like, interesting. And then when he writes down ballot harvesting, he goes, I got what I need. He says to me,
he wrote it down when you said
he wrote it down. And he's like, I don't need to be here. And I said, I know. You can't get more famous than Kanye West. I was like, you don't need to be here at all. We're glad you are. And he goes, right, but these guys tell me I should. Camera turns on, and he goes from before we're live, he asks me about the media, who controls the media, things like this, obviously. Yeah. And we'll save a lot for him, I suppose. And and I said, oh come on, I mean, like there's powerful people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and then he makes his comments very calmly, and he's like, well, but I think blah blah blah. Camera turns on, and then he goes, yo, I'm telling you, man, like the thing we got with this show. And I was like, wait, what the heck just happened?
It was like Dr. Jekyll, Dr. Hyde.
The other thing I'll add is, dude had a PJ waiting for him at the municipal airport 15 minutes away, which is not something.
PJ, that is a private jet for those who don't know the lingo.
You can just book. Well, look,
it's not a major airport either.
It's not a major airport. Yeah. It's a very small municipal airport.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. And this is Frederick. It's Frederick Municipal.
Yeah.
There were paparazzi waiting. Paparazzi was waiting at Frederick Municipal. This airport has no security. It's a 4-foot tall chain link fence. That's how small it is.
Wow.
You walk up and you open the gate. You lift a little thing up and open it. You're on the runway.
Wow.
So they got a jet booked for this place. So two things. A jet came from New Jersey Mercer, landed at Frederick Municipal, fueled up and ready for a trip to Los Angeles with the crew capable of flying and paparazzi waiting at the airport. I think the dude's a genius. I think he strategized this well beyond anything having to do with us.
Yeah.
And everybody says, well, what's the point? I'm like, bro, he got the front page of every newspaper by doing this. No one's better at PR and winning and controlling the narrative than he did. Now the Adidas guy came out and said he's not an anti-Semite, he's cool. Like, I'm like, the dude owns the media, man. I don't know what his game is. Maybe he's bored, but he played the entire narrative, us, everybody, like a fiddle.
In addition to all this, the CEO of Adidas doesn't even believe that Kanye West believes half of the things that he's been saying, half of the things that he's been doing. He thinks that it's all pretty much an act as well. That's what's pretty much been going around. Something that I've always suspected from the start, that Kanye West is just putting on all the stunts, everything he did right there with Alex Jones that made me just officially just give him no defense. Not that I was offended by what he said. It's just I can tell that he was just putting on. It was just obvious at that point. And so people around him, like what Tim Pool is saying, how he went from being calm, cool, collected, and introspective and asking very inquisitive questions, and then just went into a minstrel act. I didn't even want to go there, but you know what Kanye West does. It's like he goes into an act and he does all these things. He manipulates the media. He manipulates all of us. He had all of YouTube reacting to him. Every big YouTuber, when he did the stuff with Alex Jones, every YouTuber stopped everything that they was doing and put out a video almost instantly. The Tim Pool thing, he was the biggest thing going, forced his way out of a contract with Adidas that he initially asked them to let him out of, and they said no, but then he forced his way out. He does it all on purpose. It all is an act. The George Bush don't care about black people. It was just part of the game. The snatching the mic, I'm gonna let you finish with Taylor Swift, a part of the game. All of that stuff that he does, he's faking crazy. He's a billionaire. And as they always say, I've always said, you don't become a billionaire and also be an idiot, also being mentally disturbed. I've always had my questions or my problems with Donald Trump, who sometimes acts like he's not that smart, but I don't think you could be a billionaire and run a country and be an idiot. I think that's why Kanye and Donald Trump connected with each other. They're two people that pretend to be a dumb, loose cannon, but really they're pretty smart and calculated in everything that they do. So I'm glad that somebody who saw it up close, personal, a very intimate view of it all, put out there what I've always known. I would like to say that we've always known, but some people think that Kanye West is really like that. I've always thought it's no way that this man could really be like that, but also have the successful acumen and wit to be able to become a billionaire. But are you really a billionaire if the stroke of a pen from somebody else can make you go from a billionaire to $400 million? So I question the whole somebody being a billionaire on paper. You're not really a billionaire if somebody can just through the stroke of a pen make you not be a billionaire no more. You know, the guy that got, you know, drug money in trash bags, at least he got physical money. Nobody can stroke a pen and take that away. They gotta actually physically come get it and get him. But that's what I got on that. That was an interesting thing from Tim Pool putting it out there that Kanye West is faking crazy all this time. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. We out of here. Peace.